I think it's pretty safe to say that by far, one of the big exciting elements of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is how J.J. Abrams is going to introduce many different elements of the Jedi, the Sith, and the Force in general that's going to be used as a way to really evolve the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren from start to finish of this movie. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film, answering many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens that will be answered in Episode 9. That's really going to change how we view the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one, and in my point of view, that really is a big risk by Disney and Lucasfilm. It all depends on if they make the right or wrong decisions of certain choices in this movie that's going to have saga-wide implications of the entire Skywalker saga, right? That's the big indicator of Episode 9 that could very well indicate that it's either a good or a bad thing. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this, including the character of Anakin Skywalker, is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Rey is said to be traveling to a place called the Lost City, where she is said to discover many secrets related to the Jedi and the Sith. It's explained that as Rey makes her way through a series of catacombs, she discovers the Land of Warriors, which is a place full of ancient Jedi ruins and structures that will offer her ancient Jedi knowledge. It's explained that as Rey makes her way through the Land of Warriors, she finds herself in front of the entrance of a place called the Lake of Dreams. It's explained that once Rey enters the Lake of Dreams, she begins to connect with the Jedi of the past, including Anakin Skywalker. It's established in the scene that it was Anakin Skywalker who created a link from the Beyond to the Lake of Dreams while he was a Force ghost in the Netherworld, and that through this bridge between the Beyond and the Lake of Dreams, Anakin has been able to watch over the unknown star system over in the unknown regions that holds an entire population of Force sensitives that could become a new generation of Jedi. It's explained that additionally it was Anakin Skywalker who was able to actually make many Force sensitives become more powerful around the entire galaxy by bridging the power of the Beyond to Force sensitives who have yet to train as a Jedi, which could allude to why the Broom Boy at the end of The Last Jedi was able to use the Force. Now, lastly, it's explained that there is an Anakin Skywalker statue around 50 feet high that Rey travels into, and in there lies an object that Anakin left behind. It's described to be a relic that allows one to connect with the spiritual realm that Anakin discovers, of course, during the Clone Wars and kept it hidden away for years on end. Now, let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why I myself personally believe that this really is going to be a very intriguing part about Episode 9. The fact that it changes how we view the character of Anakin, especially as a Force ghost during his time over in the Netherworld. In case you guys are a little lost and are just tuning in right now, the Beyond is actually said to be by far the most powerful Force Nexus there is out of the entire galaxy. A Force Nexus, essentially, is a concentration of the Force. A great example is the Dagobah Cave. When Luke Skywalker goes in there, he sees a vision of Darth Vader. Why? Because it's so strong through the ways of the dark side that he's able to see a lifelike vision of Darth Vader. It's one of the main reasons as to why Yoda was able to hide away from Palpatine, where Palpatine could not sense Yoda's power, because Yoda was actually masked by the dark side energy of that cave. So a Force Nexus is a real big thing and a real deal, not just in the originals, but also now in the sequel trilogy era. And with this particular moment, Anakin Skywalker, is actually said to be a character that actually discovered the link between the Beyond and was able to attach it over to the Lake of Dreams. It's one of the main reasons as to why Rey's able to learn new powers when she goes over to the Lake of Dreams, which could also allude to exactly how Rey is able to either resurrect or heal specific creatures and or characters in this upcoming film, which could also attach to one of the leaked endings of Episode 9. Well, not necessarily the ending, but the battle between both Rey and Kylo Ren on board of the second Death Star wreckage, where she stabs Kylo Ren in the chest, He dies, she resurrects him, he comes back to life, and then she leaves him for dead. And it really seems like that they're trying to really make Rey the all-powerful character, not just because she's connected to the Palpatine bloodline, but also because of the power of the Beyond that she adopts by entering into the Lake of Dreams. And this really is something very similar to a Force-sensitive lake that we actually heard about in the Star Wars Legends material you guys may be aware of. So with that being said, Episode 9 really is trying to borrow a lot of elements from the expanded universe in order to really tell a very original and unique story for the fans that's going to take Episode 9 in, of course, a different direction than ever before in comparison to the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one. And I think that's a big risk by Disney and Lucasfilm depending on specific choices that they're going to make with this movie. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.